Songs in my head, killing. I'll never forget the first time I saw Marilyn Manson. Now, put his antics to the side. Put their, genre of satanic bullshit aside. And, well, let me just say this. The whole world, it seems, has to be spoon-fed. And idiots feel like they have to spoon-feed them this shit. What happens is people think others can't think for themselves because those people don't think like they do. They think that because other people think differently from them, that something's wrong with them. So it's like a mind control thing. And what's happening in the world today is you have a wedge that came about, and it was just this thing. And people looked at it and said, wow, I think that thing was cool. It's very sharp. It's made out of metal. It's hard. Not much going on, just something sitting there. It could be dangerous, could be useful, right? So there's that wedge, could be dangerous, could be useful, that changed I gotta do a slice dice. That changed the way everything went. All of a sudden, it cut everybody down in half. And when I mean that, everybody, half on this side, half on that side, so to speak. You never know the true number. If you watch the media, it'll say one thing, but I gotta be honest with you, the wedge wouldn't be there if it wasn't more one-sided. And of course, we know I'm speaking about the President of the United States. I never really cared for the guy, never gave a shit about him. I never paid attention to him. And, okay, now he's my president. I gotta pay attention to him. I gotta know what's up with this guy. Now, I'm not saying he's an egotistical asshole piece of shit, but I can totally understand if somebody thinks that way. I can agree with you. But I had people and have people, had people that have worked for me in the past who are assholes, who are douchebags and everything else, but they show up on time, they do their effing job, and they get shit done. So I pay them and I keep them in the job. I don't have to be their friend. I don't have to like them. I don't have to appreciate their presence, because I think with my brain, not my heart. You see, the far left people think with their heart too much. The far right people think with their, well, I don't know. Let's just say it like this. Usually conservative people think with their brains, liberal people think with their hearts. When push comes to shove, and I gotta get shit done, make shit happen, I wanna use my brain. I don't wanna use my heart. My heart shouldn't do the thinking for me, because it gets in the way of shit. Because the heart is lowered down, and you know what happens when it gets a little lowered down, below the waistline. Thinking is not done with the big head, is it? So, what I'm trying to say is, the man might not be liked, and too many people don't want to vote for him because of that. The fact of the matter is, he should be respected, he should be appreciated, he should be understood, and yeah, he has a candor that some people can't tolerate. Now I laugh at the shit he says. I can appreciate the guy, because I kind of got to know him, and I get his seriousness. I get when he is serious, when he's not serious. And yeah, he says some shit and trips over his words and says one thing and another thing happens sometimes. But he has done, I believe, more for this country than any previous president, more good for the country from where I'm looking than anybody else there is. So instead of thinking with your heart and jumping up and down and screaming, and I'm going to tell you another thing. The people in the street who are jumping up and down and screaming and burning things and lighting things on fire are usually doing it because they don't have jobs to keep them busy during the day. And I want to say they're usually on the lowest scale of importance in life, and they do less for society. So they're just lying around doing nothing. All of a sudden they got a reason to point their anger at something. other than themselves, because nobody wants to do that. So what they do is they get pissed off at the president. They get pissed off at people who vote for him, and it gives them something to do. And then they march in the street and light shit on fire, and they hate everybody. While people like me are too effing busy working to be doing that shit. And I couldn't spend my important time marching in the street. I'm sorry. There's other ways to do it. And lighting shit on fire and wearing no clothes, that's just plain fucking stupidity. It is what it is. So, I guess what I'm trying to say is, A, I don't care if you like Donald Trump or not. You gotta vote for him. You just have to. Unless you're an absolute effing dumbass. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry. I apologize. But if you could tell me one person on the other side whom I've been watching quite often, and just, I can't believe the shit that comes out of their mouth. I can't. And believe me, I'm not one of these conservative, hardcore people. I don't want to say who I don't like, because there's a lot of conservatives I can't even listen to. There's a lot of people like that. And I used to be the most liberal guy in the world. Live and let live. You know, I don't give a shit. Do what you want. But this whole thing of giving the government more power over me because I need to be coddled because I'm weak sucks. Pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Get a job, function, work, collect, make money. Don't collect it, but make money. Save it and spend it wisely, and you won't be such a freaking hater. You know, I don't know where I'm going with this tangent. It's just I had such a crazy day. I'm still wound up. Idiots trying to sue me than sending their girlfriends over for me to talk to because she's so much more rational than he is. And we figured out the problem. See, there's a situation. He called me up pissed off after I worked on his car, and he was pissed. Instead of saying, hey, Steve, we got a problem. I want to resolve it. Will you work with me? And Steve would say, sure, come on down. Your mechanics suck, and I'm suing you. So I go, okay, I guess we got no more to talk about. I'll see you in court. Well, I got this problem, that problem. I go, okay, bring it on. No, I'll never let you work on it again. Then I can't help you. What do you want me to do? I'm shut down. We can't go any further. We can't benefit. We can't work together and make the problem go away. His girlfriend, on the other hand, has a brain. She has common sense. She's sharp, and she gets it. So she showed up on his behalf while he was at home, and her and I ironed it out, and it was a stupid ticking noise under the hood of a car, and it was a Mott valve that just tick, 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 ticked away. And he thought that I broke his car, but I didn't. Anyway, I know this started with Marilyn Manson. What I was saying was, I don't care how effed up you think he is, and I can agree with that, and this whole satanic shit and blah, 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 whatever. Holy shit. When he opened up for 9 Inch Nails, that show blew my mind. I went out the next day and bought that CD, and as shitty as some of the things that come out of his mouth are, that album kicks ass. It really does. And I don't know where it went. Must be in between songs. Anyway, so look, I'm done bullshitting. I'm gonna go home. In the dope drugs. Oh, let's not even go there. Let's not even go there. But look, that's it. I got shit to do. And if you're watching this, you probably don't. And maybe you hate me and I'm an asshole and blah 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 blah. Good. I don't care. I don't give a shit. Because when someone thinks I'm an asshole and doesn't like me, I'm fine with that. I respect their opinion. I respect their ability to be like that. And as long as they don't cross a line and strike me or threaten my life, we're good to go. So enjoy. And I don't really read the comments and don't expect a response back. And holy shit, it's one of those nights. And I got a ton of shit to get done. I gotta go back to work. And I gotta get the cars in order, cleaning the shop tomorrow. And it's like I had no work for the first 2 days, and boom! It all came. And what pisses me off is there's so many people out there and they're in my business and they suck. Because the caliber of technician today has gone way downhill. And I know I should be more coddling and liberal and talk about, hey, maybe we can help these people out. Fuck no, we tried that. We tried helping people out. It cost me $4,000 to fix a car the other month, trying to help a kid out. So he can fuck a horse. I'm done with helping guys like him out. All right, peace out. I'm going.